Alright, so welcome to the SQL exam on the movie database. So I believe after you have downloaded your additional file and then the train, you should be able to get to this point. Now, so let's go quickly into it. At least we all know what the movie database is about. It is a database that contains about 12 tables, which contains information about movies, their cast, the cast, genre, and so much more. So let's zoom in into understanding or getting familiar with the relationship between the various tables or tables that are in the movie database through the entity relationship diagram. So you can see from here that the movies table is the central table in the database, and you can see what connections and relationship it has with the various other tables that are in the database. You can see all of that. So as and when we need to look at what relationship exists or how two tables are connected to enable us to get some information, we'll come back and zoom into this. Okay, so let's go in and look at it through our first question. Okay, so before, make sure that you run this cell, because I've done it already. It's giving me this SQL extension is already loaded, and then make sure you run this one as well, and it should be connected. Once that is done, you are free to go and start your work. So this is question number 1. They say, who won the Oscar for actor in a leading role in 2015? So we have to go into the database and find out which actor or actress won the Oscars in 2015 for actor in a leading role. So obviously it sounds like we have to go into the Oscars table. Now, if you look at the Oscars table from the ERD, you will see the various columns in it. But before that, if we just want to have a feel of it before we go ahead and write our code, you can see here I've written select all from Oscars, then I close and execute it. So this is to have a feel of what the Oscars table looks like. So once you execute this, in order for you to execute, I believe you know what you have to do, because I've put them into a comment. I can't be able to execute it. So if I want to execute it, it means I'll remove the comment. I'll rather put the comment, let's say from here, let me put it here so that I can isolate this part of the query, and then I can execute this part of it. Okay, so when I put this one into comment, it means that I can execute only this part of it. So let's go and do that and see how it goes. So if you go up here, it gives you a feel of what the Oscars table looks like. You have the year here, the column, then the award, whether it is actor of the year, actress of the year, art direction, blah blah blah, and then if we have a winner or the person that wins, you will see that it is 1.0 as hinted in the question, and then the name of the particular actor or actress is also in another column, and then the movie is also in another column, which is known as film. So the film is the title, supposed to be the title of the movie. So this is how it looks like. Now, since we now see how the table looks like, we can now go and look at our query. Okay, so let me put this one here. Now I'll remove this comment here, so, and put it there. Okay, so you can see from here. So I'm selecting name because I want the particular actor or actress who won the Oscars in 2015. So I select names, and then we know that we are looking at the Oscars table. Now the condition is that the award should be actor in a leading role. So that is what we are looking for. And then which year are we looking at it, or are we looking at is the 2015. And now again, these other conditions have to be satisfied. So when you have the winner, inside the winner column, the that should also return a 1.0, which indicates that that particular actor or actress actually won the Oscars. So all these conditions have to be met. Now let's run it and see who or what it returns to us. So we can see Leonardo DiCaprio as the winner of the Oscar in 2015 for actor in a leading role. So let's go quickly to the next question. So the next question, that is question 2. What query will produce the 10 oldest movies in the database? What query will produce the 10 oldest movies in the database? So we have been given some queries over here to look at. Let's examine them. First and foremost, we have to look for 10. Okay, so any of the queries over here, you will know if it is not limited to 10, then it cannot be the right answer. Now the first one is the one you have to eliminate from it, because if you are looking for the top 10, it doesn't mean that there is no function which is like top 10 as it is written here. You just have to limit your results to 10 rows. That is what you need to do. So you take this out in the first place. Now the second thing I want to use to eliminate one of the answers is this. When we are looking at the 10 oldest movies in the database, you agree with me that the newer versions or the most recent movies will have the date or with the highest with the highest number. Okay, so when you are looking for it, you need to have a ascending order and not a descending. Okay, this is just a simple way to eliminate some of the answers. If you do it descending, it means that you are looking at the lowest to the highest. Okay, but then when you do it ascending, it means that you are looking at the when you do it descending, you are looking at the highest to the lowest. But when you look at ascending, we are looking at the lowest to the highest. And if we are looking at the oldest movie will definitely be the least when you put it in an ascending order. Okay, so the list you have, the first one you have on the table should give you the oldest movie. Definitely, let's go down and then look at it quickly. So you can see from here that this particular query should give us the answer we are looking for. So let's run it. When you run it, you have 10 of the oldest movies. This one should give you the correct answer. So just remember, like I said, you just have to eliminate some of the answers. We all understand the select all from movies where the release date is not null. So even if you want to use that, you will see that when you go into the database movie table, just select all from the movies table where the results or the release date is not null. If it is not empty, then you can look for a release date, and then you look at what the ascending order, which means from the least to the highest. And if you arrange a date from the least to the highest, you are looking at the from the beginning of time to now. So this is what gives us the correct answer. Now let's go to the next question. We have here question 3. How many unique awards are there in the Oscars table? Unique awards are in the Oscars table. So I just did a select count distinct award as unique awards, and then I am querying it from the Oscars table, and that returns a 114 number for me. So you can try it and also see what it returns for you. You can also try to see what it returns for you. If you look at the table, you can see the Oscars table. I use the award. So this is the Oscars table. You have the year, award, winner, name, and so on and so forth. And then you have the film. So we have the answer for question number 3. Let's quickly go to question number 4. Here it says, how many movies are there that contain the word spider within their title? So the word spider should be part of the title of the movie. Now, so clearly we have movie, and then we have what the word spider in title. Now if you go to the ERD, you will find out that you are clearly looking into the movies table, because it is the movies table that have title in it. So this is our query. We are selecting count because we want to see how many. So how many means we needed to count, and we are counting all as a spider in title from the movies table, and the condition is that the title should be like. So now when I put the percentage sign before it, it means that several characters may come before the spider, or several words may come before the spider, and then after the spider also several words may come. That is what this expression means. And then I can execute this and see what it returns. So question number 4 retains the number 9. So it means that there are actually 9 movies that has in its title the word, spider. That is what our answer is returning. Okay, so let's take the last one for this particular section, and then we go and come back and do the rest of it. So the next question reads, how many movies are there that are both in the thriller genre and contains the word love anywhere in the key words? So let's pay particular attention. It is about the number of movies that are both thriller by genre and then they contain the word love in their key words. So let's go again and have a feel of the ERD, because it has the answers to the question. Remember, put it in your mind that we are looking at genre and then keyword. So let's go to the ERD and see what the genre and the keywords are. Okay, so you can see genre table here, or genres, and then the genre map, and then you have keywords, and then you have keyword map. Now see how they relate to the movie table. Now you can see that the movie table actually connects to the genre map before it leads to the genre itself. Okay, now and then they are connected from the genre or genres. It's connected to the genre map through the genre ID, and then from the genre map to the movies, it is connected through the movie ID. Again, if you come to the keywords table, the primary key there is the keyword ID, which connects to the keyword map, and then the movies ID connects to the movies ID, movies table through the movies ID, or the keyword map connects to the movie table through the movie ID. So with this in mind, we can now go and then write our queries. What it simply means is that if you want anything or to reference anything here, you have to go through the keyword ID to connect this keyword map, and then you can use the movie ID to connect to the movies table. If you want anything within the genre table and it is in relation to the movies, then you have to come through the genre ID, which will connect to the genre map, and then the movies ID will connect to the movie table through the movie ID. So we go and then see what we have there for question number 5. Okay, so here we are. You can see from here. So remember that we are looking for we are counting the distinct movie IDs. Okay, so because we are asked to look at how many movies, so we count the distinct movie IDs, and I want to call it the thriller love movie count. And then definitely we are looking for this from the genre map. Okay, the genre map, because the genre map also have the movie ID, it is easy to query it from there. Now we'll join the genre map to the genre or genres table using the genre ID. You remember when you look at the ERD, you see that the genres table is connected to the genre map table through the genre ID. Now I also want to connect the keyword map on the to the movies table, okay, sorry, to the journal map. So you can see they also connect through the movie ID. The movie ID connects the two of them. If you go to the journal map and then the keyword map, both of them have the movie IDs. So if you want to connect without necessarily referring to the movies table, then you have to use the movie ID because it is unique for both tables, or you can say they are foreign keys in both tables. Then again, you come and join the keywords table also to the others, or to join it to the keyword map through the keyword ID. So this is it. You can go through as many times as you wish so that you get the grasp of it. Then now the condition is that the journal name is supposed to be equal to a trailer. And then the other condition that has to be satisfied is that we need the keyword name that has something like love in it. So with the percentage sign before and after it quoted, then we know that we are referring to any title, or sorry, keyword that has love in it. So it means that there are other characters before and after the word love, if there are any like that. So now when you execute this, like you can see, it returns the number 48, as we can see here, and 48 is right there. So this is where we draw the curtains on the first 5 of the questions within the exam. What we're doing here is trying to understand how we arrive at the various answers that we have arrived at, rather than being interested only in the answers. So we go and come back so we can continue from the number 6.